I had to put the bandana back on because my hair looks horrible right now. Anyways, took two trades today. One was a good trade, one was solid short to the downside. This one I just took right now, just got stopped out on it, was a lot lower probability, actually pretty low probability. And we'll go into this. I was really looking to catch a reversal to the downside today. Price action, as you can see, continued bullish. I'll explain this. I guess original first trade I took, ended up closing this one and then looking to short ES instead. So let's recap the trading day and then we'll go into the trade I just took right now. Going into the trading day, if we go in the 4-hour time frame, let's go in both pairs because I also traded ES as well. We were originally bullish. We were looking to see price action continue higher. I want to see price action take out these hourly highs. If we go to the hourly time frame, we ended up doing just that. Once we did that, that's when I was actually potentially looking to see price action reverse to the downside. Looking for a short opportunity after taking those highs. Price action continued to the upside, did not provide any short opportunity until later. Right here, and I'll tell you guys what I was actually looking to short off of, what a higher time frame SMT. So when I go in the hourly time frame, we have these. I've mentioned these before, how I still utilize these highs, I guess you call them internal highs, as highs we can also SMT off of, and that's the confluence I utilize today. Obviously, it's not as significant as a regular swing high, swing low, something like this, if you SMT off of this. But, I mean, I found from me going in and trading and back testing that I'm able to also utilize these highs as well to see an SMT off of. But you can see the clear divergence here with NQ and ES. We just took out these, I guess you call them highs. But ES, we took them out earlier within the day. Now, scaling down in time frame, that was what we were basing our higher time frame SMT off of. So it looked something like this. Let me draw it out. Something like this, right? ES ended up taking out internal, so I was looking to short ES. However, NQ provided earlier displacement to the downside, and so I ended up executing on NQ instead. You can see I actually caught the retracement back into the fair value gap rather than the actual market order execution, because we ended up taking out these lows on ES as well down here, forming an SMT, and I considered this NQ trade lower probability. I went into the day, with that risk in mind if I was looking to catch a reversal. And I also realized with my trading style, I don't need to really risk as heavy. My max risk on the day is going to be no more than 300, unless, it's like a little bit more than 300 because, whatever, volatility, displacement, whatever. But for the most part, it'll be 300. Like today, it was 350, little less than 340. And I'll go into that in a second as well. So I ended up risking 150 on this because I knew this was lower probability. Once price action actually continued back to the downside and ended up forming that clear SMT and changed the state of delivery to the downside on ES, I closed my trade on NQ right here, somewhere right here, it doesn't matter, but closed at break even, then executed short on ES. Now this is something I wouldn't normally do, however, since I was looking to catch a reversal, the best reversal opportunity and the clearest was on ES. So if I was going to catch a reversal, I wanted it to be on ES rather than NQ. ES just looked more probable. So ended up taking the short on ES instead. You see we continued back to the upside. And this is where I kind of just got off the chart, if I'm being honest, somewhere around here. And just figured, okay, price action is going to keep doing its thing. And then, however, I was still looking for a potential reversal to the downside. We continue to expand to the upside. No significant reversal whatsoever. And once we made a retracement for this 1 hour SIBI on NQ, I was like, okay, maybe, and this was just now, maybe we could potentially see a reversal to at least internal lows. Now, we made the retracement, we've been expanding for, literally all morning. Maybe you could see a retracement to internal before a continuation back to the upside. Price action made that retracement. This was a lower probability SMT. The SMT was pretty wonky, I'm not going to lie. If anything, a short opportunity right now, if I was looking to catch a reversal at this micro change state of delivery, would have been better probability than the one I took right here. Not saying it's a great trade or, a trade idea, just from what I see right now, this would have been a better short opportunity than this one I took. We had an opposing 5-minute bullish for value gap. We had this lower probability SMT and a change state of delivery to the downside. Same old, look to target internal. Price action literally just continued back to the upside. Yeah, that was about it. Right now, and this trade I only risked $100 on. With my risk management pertaining to the accounts, I already said this, I'm not going to be risking more than 300 in a day. I'm going to be taking one trade with regular size. If I lose that trade, then I will be, de-risking half risk. So $200 risk on a regular trade idea. If I lose that, risk 100. If I lose both, get off for the day. And if I win my trade, just get off for the day regardless. I was thinking the other day pertaining to winning days. Now, I'm not concerned about P&L or anything of the sort, but now that I'm in the point where, okay, hey, I do, my average risk reward is 1 to 2. Before it was 1 to 1, if I was lucky enough to have it be 1 to 1. But now that I do have an increased risk reward from time to time, even yesterday's trade was 1 to 4, really 1 to 4.5, but my main focus is taking the highest probability trades with regular size, right? And if I lose those trades or have days like this where I do take lower probability setups, that's completely fine. However, winning days, I only need 5 winning days of $100. I know. I'm not focused on the P&L. However, one thing I was thinking of the other day was simply just literally taking a large 1-to-1. For example, like right now, let's say I just took a 1-to-1, just huge 1-to-1, like, I don't know, like 40 points, right? And it was just like, okay, $100 risk toward the next draw on liquidity, has to be a clear draw on liquidity, not something like this or looking to catch a reversal trade. The clearest draw, like clear higher time frame draw. Hey, this is where we're going. We know where we're going, and just execute upon the trade. That I'm fine with doing. However, I haven't tested it, so it's still to be determined. But I just want to mention it to you guys because that may be an idea of mine. Now, I'm not concerned about, 5 winning days. I can get 5 winning days of trading normally. However, I don't know. It was just food for thought. I was just thinking of it last night because I realized I don't risk much, and since I'm really not looking to size on this account, because MFFU really only allows a max payout of 1,200 on starter accounts, meaning there's no point to heavily size. You might as well just trade normally until you get to that, because it's really a negative RR. It's like they give you a 1R buffer, and then you got to make 0.5R. Right? And if you blow the account, then you kind of just suck. So if I blow the account, I suck. And maybe I need to do a little bit more practice, but you get what I'm trying to say. Anyways, that was just food for thought. I'm gonna still think about it. I'm still look into it. I mean, where there are days that don't provide any trade opportunity. For example, let's say we didn't get any SMTs today. Let's just say, right? And we're just looking to trade through the next strong liquidity. Just long at any point in price action. Obviously, maybe like sweep out liquidity first or really have your clear draw or something, right? Maybe a bullish fair value gap, I don't know, and just place your SL high, low, look to target 101, make your $100 winning day. And then you could just focus on, just trading whatever, but I mean, the whole point is to focus on trading whatever. Oh, but before we log off, let's talk about confidence going into the day. What was my mentality? I actually had a dream that I blew my account. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This was right before I woke up. I had a dream I blew my account. And I was like, bro, there's no. It was negative 12,000. So you know how the buffer's 50? I somehow got the balance to negative 12,000. I don't know how I did that. Oh yeah, in the dream I accidentally placed 7 minis, and then I placed an additional 3 minis, so I had 10 minis in NQ. You can't even place 10 minis on a 50K account, but somehow I found a way, and I owed MFFU money. It was bad. I was rock bottom, and then I had to get a JOB. It wasn't good. But then I woke up and I was like, phew, it was only a dream. I don't gotta get a JOB. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, confidence. So going into the day, I was actually super, super confident pertaining to my executions. No hesitation in my executions at all. I feel more relieved, more free. The fact that I could actually just focus on trading my model. Even if I, like I said, do have lower probability setups at times, today wasn't the best example of, hey, solely high probability trades, mainly because this second trade right here. If I didn't take this second trade, would have been great. I would have literally called this an A plus day. However, still going into it, I'm happy that I now have the opportunity to trade normally, not being able to, you know, feeling forced to target like a profit target or a P&L. I can literally just trade what my data showcases. Hey, okay, looked at short, catch reversal, okay, got stopped out, okay, cool, de-risk to half risk, get stopped out on that, okay, cool, get off the chart, come back the next day, just focusing on executions, allocating proper risk, not feeling like, hey, I have my life on the line with this trade and I have to hit take profit, and then that causes hesitation in my trading, and this is an A plus setup, but I'm not sure if I want to execute upon it. That psychological aspect of feeling forced, oh, I gotta target a profit target. Now you could just trade normally, and I really do love that aspect, and that's really the aspect of my trading I've been chasing the entire time, just being able to trade normally, not care about any profit target, and that's what I'm going to keep focusing on throughout the month, if I'm being completely honest. So today, confidence wise and continuing forward, execution confidence wise, I'm confident, I guess. Not confident. It's not confidence, and it's not lack of confidence. It's just trade your model, regardless of the outcome. And if, somehow, whether I go in tilt or whatever the case is, or I end up over risking or over trading or whatever the case is, just continue losing streak, and I do end up blowing the account, I'm gonna keep trading my model. I at least want to make sure I keep trading my model regardless of that point, and still not emphasize a P&L, whether that's a payout or I'm gonna blow the account, or I'm in drawdown, or I'm in profit. When I said this a couple days ago, which was really, this is day 7 now. When I said this on day 1, I solely just want to focus on trading for once and not focus on my P&L. I really meant it this time, and that's what we're going to continue to focus on. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to title it. Maybe I'll title it, I'm not sure. You'll see. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching this video, and I am going to pick the phone up and call my dad back, because he called me and I declined the call because I was recording the video. Okay, peace. Love you guys.